All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very last lesson of the semester. Okay, so let's jump right in. Okay, so basically we're going to solve these logs for x. And we're going to go ahead and use the property. So check it out. We have addition here. So that means we're going to use the product property. Here we have a multiplier, so that means that's going to be the exponent of the 8. So let's go ahead and simplify this. So it's going to be log base 7 of 3x. That one, we'll just leave it the same. Plus log base 7 of 8 squared equals 4. Okay? So now these here, the addition, that's going to be written as 3x times 8 squared, which is 64, by the way. So it's going to be log base 7 of 3x times 8 squared is 64. Okay? Equals 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and multiply 64 times 3. So 64 times 3 is going to be 192. So it's going to be log base 7 of 192x equals 4. Okay? Now, this part here, remember, is a logarithm. It gives us the exponent. So they're saying that 7 to the 4th power is 192x. Okay, so let's rewrite this here as 7 to the 4th power equals 192 times x. Okay, so let's do 7 to the 4th power here. So 7 to the 4th power is 2,401. 2,401 equals 192x. Okay, what I did here was I did 7 to the 4th power. Okay, that's the same as saying 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. Okay, same answer. Now, so we have this equals that. So let's go ahead and divide by 192. The 192 is divided out there, so I'm left with 2,004 divided by 2,401 divided by 192. So divided by 192, and I get 12.5. Okay, so x equals 12.5. So actually here, instead of leaving our answer in decimal form, we're going to go ahead and leave it as a fraction. So it'll be x equals 2,401 over 192. Okay? All right, next one. So same idea here, except this time we have subtraction here, so that's going to be the quotient property. Notice there's a multiplier here. This is going to be log base 3 of 2x minus log base 3 of 2 to the 3rd power equals 0. Okay? So what's 2 to the 3rd power? Well, that's 8. So let's rewrite this. So log base 3 of 2x minus log base 3 of 8 equals 0. Okay? So now, since it's subtraction, we're going to go ahead and divide here. So it's going to look like this. Log base 3 of 2x over 8 equals 0. Okay? And so again, this tells us the exponent, right? So this log is equal to 0. That means that 3 to the 0 power equals 2x over 8. That's what they're telling us. But what's 3 to the 0 power? Watch this. 3 to the 0 power is 1. Okay, so they're saying 1 equals 2x over 8. Okay? And so let me multiply by 8 on both sides to get rid of that fraction there. So it's going to look like this. It's going to be 8 equals 2x divided by 2. And I get x equals 4. That's it. Okay. Next type here. Notice here there is no property that we need to condense here. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite this as a power. Watch this. So this is saying this log is equal to 2. Therefore, 5 to the 2nd power is equal to all of this here. So let's see. X squared plus 10x plus 1. So let's simplify this. So that's going to be 5 squared is 25. And rewrite this all over again. Okay. Now, whenever we have a quadratic, that means x to the 2nd power, we're going to set this equal to 0. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 25 on both sides. And so that's going to be 0 equals x squared plus 10x minus 24. Now, do you guys remember this? This is old school right here. So we're going to go ahead and factor this. So this is going to be x times x, that's x squared. And then 24, we need a negative 24, right? So that's going to be 8 times 3, right? One of them would be negative, but we're trying to get a 10 here, so that's not going to work here. How about 12 times 2? Yeah, that'll work. We need to get the 10 positive, so let's make the 2 negative there. So 12 times negative 2 is negative 24, and then 12 minus 2 is 10. So this is going to be x plus 12 and x minus 2. equals 0, right? So multiply those, you get equals 0. And then you solve each one. So you're going to get the opposite of each of these. So that's going to be x equals negative 12 and x equals positive 2. Okay? Next one here. So we're going to rewrite this the same way here. It's going to be x log of x plus 2, log base x plus 2 of 9x equals 2. So we have a couple of x's here. So notice we're going to rewrite this as x plus 2 to the second power equals 9x. Okay? So we're going to have to multiply this out. You could use the box method if you wish. X plus 2, x plus 2, right? That's going to be x squared, 2x, 2x, and then 4. So it'll be x squared plus 4x plus 4. So it's going to be what we get on the left side here. X squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 9x. Okay? Whenever you have a quadratic, set it equal to 0. So that means we're going to have to subtract 9x. I'm going to put it underneath the like term there. So it's going to be x squared minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Okay? Because that canceled out. So let's factor again. So we get x times x, right? And we need to find factors of 4 that make negative 5. So it's going to be negative 1 and negative 4. Notice here, if I multiply these two, I get positive 4. And I add them, I get negative 5. Okay? So solving these, I'm going to get x equals positive 1 and x equals positive 4. Okay? All right. Last two here. Same idea. We're going to go ahead and say, oh, the x to the second power equals all this. So that's going to be 2x squared minus 8x plus 12. Okay? We're going to set it equal to 0, so subtract x squared. You get 0 equals x squared minus 8x plus 12. Okay? Factor this. That's going to be x times x. And let's find factors of 12 that make negative 8. So that's going to be negative 6 times negative 2. So negative 6 and negative 2. Okay? And so now let's solve here. So that's going to be x equals 6 and x equals 2. Okay? Last one here. So this is going to be 6 to the second power is equal to all this. X squared plus 3x plus 18. 6 squared is 36. So we get x squared plus 3x plus 18. Subtract 36. We get x squared. Don't forget the 0 there. 0 equals x squared plus 3x minus 18, because 36, negative 36 plus 18 is negative 18. Let's factor. That's going to be x times x, and now we need factors of 18. That's going to give us positive. That's going to give us positive 3. That's going to be negative 3 times 6. Okay, so let's put that negative 3 and then plus 6. So my two answers are going to be x equals 3 and x equals negative 6. And that's it.